First up, the update that we're getting from Nepal is that fresh jolts have been felt in the nation at 9:05 a.m. local time, and these are the fourth of the day. The earlier ones being felt at 3 a.m., 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. Seismologists, remember, have forecast a big jolt in the next 72 hours.
Scenes of destruction and death are very, very visible just about everywhere. In fact, local people and the administration has told us that not just Gorkha district, which seems to be the worst hit at the moment, Lamjung, which is on the other side of Barpak, is also very badly hit. Raswa, Nuwakot, Danding and of course Kathmandu. All these 7 districts have been very badly hit with the kind of tremors that have taken place. In fact, the local people tell us that there have been over 50 aftershocks that have been experienced ever since that devastating earthquake happened yesterday. आप बताइए, जब जिस वक्त earthquake आया था, उस वक्त आप कहां पर थे और कैसा महसूस हुआ था, कितना जबरदस्त था वो?
मैं जब अर्थक्वेक हो गया ना, मैं घर में बैठ रहा था। उस बार भूकंप आ गया, फिर मैं चला गया।
कितना जबरदस्त था वो?
बहुत खतरनाक था। 2 मिनट 2 मिनट तक आ गया था।
आपको क्या अंदाजा है कि कितने लोगों की कैजुअलिटी हुई है? 100 से ऊपर बता रहे हैं लोग यहाँ पर।
नहीं सर, नहीं, 200 से भी ज्यादा हुआ है। इसका पूरा आंकड़ा इसको निकल के आएगा, 4-5 बजे तक आज आ जाएगा इसका।
बारपाक और मानबू बीडीसी एरियाज आप बता रहे थे, मानबू के क्या हालात हैं जो लोग आपको बता पा रहे हैं यहाँ से?
मानबू में भी 200 और 300 घर है। उधर वो 200-300 घर भी सब नष्ट हो गया है।
आप बता रहे थे कि पूरा पहाड़
ही गिर गया उधर। और उस गिर गने से एक हाइड्रो पावर है, इधर हाइड्रो पावर भी बंद हो गया।
उनका संपर्क पूरी तरह से कट गया है। लैंडलाइंस हो, चाहे मोबाइल हो, टीवी हो, इंटरनेट हो, रेडियो, कोई भी चीज नहीं
चल पा रहा है। अभी तो लोग रात भर भी खाना भी नहीं खाया है, किसी को खाना भी नहीं पका, रात भर भूखे रोड रास्ता में सुत रहा है लोग। अब पानी भी पड़ रहा है वैसा ही। अभी तो अभी न्यूज नहीं आया है, कहीं फोन लगता है, कहीं नहीं लगता है। अभी ऐसा ही, अब 5-6 बजे तक अब क्लियर था लग जाएगा।
Throughout the night, those people who slept outside in the open, they were very rudely shaken up because of the aftershocks and tremors. So therefore, people really scared. They don't want to go inside their houses because they fear more such tremors and aftershocks in the aftermath of that devastating earthquake.
में मां जानकी धाम का उनका मंदिर का जो गुंबज है, जो अग्निकोण पे बना हुआ गुंबज है, वो ध्वस्त हुआ और उसके बड़े बड़े टुकड़े इस भूकंप के बाद गिरे हैं। पूरे जनकपुर में अगर कहीं कोई क्षति दिखाई देती है तो मां जानकी के मंदिर का जो बुर्ज है वो टूटा है। और आप देख सकते हैं कितने बड़े बड़े टुकड़े इसके जमीन पर गिरे हैं। यह अग्निकोण पर बना हुआ एक बड़ा सा बुर्ज है जो कि गिरा है और इसके कई टुकड़े हो गए हैं। माना यह जा रहा है कि मां जानकी ने इस पूरे प्रकोप को अपने ऊपर लिया और शायद यही वजह है कि मंदिर का एक भाग या कह सकते हैं एक बुर्ज टूटा है। पूरे के पूरे जनकपुर में और कहीं कोई क्षति नहीं दिखाई देती है। लेकिन ये जो क्षति हुई है ये बड़ी क्षति है, क्योंकि कई जगह मंदिर में दरार दिखाई दी है, कई जगह मंदिर के आसपास मलबा गिरा पड़ा है। और ये जो भूकंप आया है इस भूकंप से एक बार लोग जरूर इस इलाके के सकते में हैं, क्योंकि नुकसान इस विश्व प्रसिद्ध मंदिर का हुआ है। हालांकि अंदर से बहुत ज्यादा हिलने की वजह से मंदिर कमजोर भी हुआ है और अब आने वाले समय में जो इसके विशेषज्ञ हैं वो एक बार इस मंदिर का जायजा जरूर लेंगे। इलाके के लोग इस बात को मान रहे हैं कि मंदिर ने, मां जानकी का जो मंदिर है, इसने अपने ऊपर सारा कह सकते हैं कि इस भूकंप का प्रकोप ओढ़ लिया और यही वजह है कि लोग यहां पर सुरक्षित रहे। कैमरामैन नदीम आलम के साथ कुमार अभिषेक, जनकपुर, नेपाल।
This is the Gorkha district hospital compound that we are standing in right now, and look at the number of people who are waiting here for information about their near and dear ones, the ones who are recuperating inside this hospital, the ones who are being treated here. This hospital has seen a surge of people coming here for the injuries to be treated. Some even brought dead. About a dozen people, as per doctors here, were brought dead out here. These patients, some of them, their caretakers, they are now being treated outside in the open under this tent, this makeshift place, because the number of people that are coming to this hospital is so much that it is very difficult for the doctors out here to accommodate them inside the emergency. Well, let me show you the pictures from inside the emergency. These doctors here have been working round the clock ever since that devastating earthquake hit Nepal, and in fact this is the epicenter of that devastating earthquake in Gorkha. This is the town area where most of the patients from around the town area have been admitted. There are still many more villages from where the patients might be, the people might be buried inside the debris, and they still are to be brought here. The influx of patients is still, and you can see here, with these tremors that are happening every now and then, there's suddenly this panic that hits the people out here, and it is, let me tell you, a very, very brave of these doctors out here, this young team of doctors, to be attending to such patients, and they've been working here round the clock throughout the night, attending to these patients with very limited resources that they have at their disposal. Well, we'll talk to these doctors here. You've been working since the time that earthquake hit the place. What is the kind of psyche that you see in the patients, in the attendants, also some of your medical staff and doctors after these aftershocks have been, coming in again and again over the last 24 hours?
Yeah, we've been working in quite a pressure. Yesterday around 11:30 a.m. there was the biggest hit that we got. After that we've been experiencing regular, about an interval of 30 to 45 minutes, we've been experiencing little shakes from time and on. This is a very risky environment that we are working. We don't know that when this building collapsed. Our own colleagues have been wounded during this rescue. We've been trying to do our best to provide our treatment.
What is the number of the casualties that you've seen of the people who were brought here in very bad situation? Also the number of people that you've admitted for treatment?
Those who have been brought here, the toll has reached around maybe 150. Those who were dead, those who have been brought to the hospital, they were about 10. We have referred about 10 patients to the higher centers. Most of them were patients of head injury. Some of them, they had pneumothorax. The rest of them who are quite stable, then we have been trying to treat them over here only. And because there's no electricity, we've not been able to do the x-rays also here. So we have just provided the primary management only.
So most of these patients they've got their injuries because of house collapse, and perhaps they've received multiple fractures out here. You do not have facility of X-ray, but still you're trying to, treat them without
X-ray right here over here, but we don't have electricity right now. So, but the generator also does not support, so we've not been able to do X-rays. Also.
All right. You were telling me that there's a particular team of, disaster relief team of doctors that has just left this morning. Tell us something more about them.
Doctors, rather than doctors, there have been paramedics and army and police have been sent to the rural areas from which they have not been able to bring yesterday. But let's see how many are still surviving. Maybe the death toll might reach more than 100. Let's see. We are waiting and we have been preparing for their arrival.
Right. So this is the district where actually the earthquake's epicenter was, and you can see, you would understand through these visuals here how bad things have been throughout the night for people out here. They are looking for more resources. They've asked for more reinforcements in terms of manpower as well, because they need to go out, scout and look for people who might still be buried under debris in various villages surrounding this area. But it's a huge job for them. But doctors and relief teams already at it. With camera person Harish Kanpal, this is Amir Haq in Gorkha for Headlines Today.
And as Nepal faces the worst earthquake in its history, massive relief and rescue efforts are on. India is leading relief efforts in Nepal, with the Prime Minister offering all possible support to Nepal. NDRF Director General O.P. Singh is expected to fly to Nepal today to oversee the rescue operations. Many teams of the Indian Air Force and NDRF have already been sent to the Himalayan nation. In fact, the Indian Air Force has pressed its aircrafts into service for search, rescue and relief operations in Kathmandu. The aircrafts were loaded with rescue and relief material at the Hindan Air Force Base in Ghaziabad. Indian Air Force's C-130J Super Hercules has also reached Kathmandu with NDRF personnel and rescue material. One IL-76 has also been dispatched from Bhatinda to Nepal with 163 NDRF personnel, 5 sniffer dogs and 20 tons of relief material.
Of NDRF are there in India, and are you being kept on high alert?
Presently 10 battalions are there in our country of NDRF. Each battalion is having 12 operational teams and all the 120 teams are on high alert. We are ready to move in a short notice. During this time I have just supervised the preparedness of my team. My team is ready to move anytime.
Taking into account the disaster that has happened in Nepal, how much time, how many days will it take for the relief and rescue operation?
This is a very big task and a very difficult question to answer, because as per my past experience says, a single building takes sometimes 2 to 3 days. There around 8 to 9 districts are affected, so I cannot say how much time it will take, but I can say with the confidence NDRF will be there till the work is over.
यहाँ पे भारत सरकार और भारतीय दूतावास के तरफ से मदद की कोशिशें की जा रही हैं। उनकी तरफ से ये कहा जा रहा है कि हेल्पलाइन जारी किया गया है, यहाँ पर विशेष विमान को भेजा गया इनको ले जाने के लिए। लेकिन जो भारत के यहाँ पे पैसेंजर हैं जिनको जाना है, उन्हें अभी तक इस बात की कोई जानकारी नहीं दी गई है कि वो कब जाएंगे, कितने बजे उनकी फ्लाइट है। इसलिए उनकी ये भी शिकायत है कि उनका फ़ोन नहीं लगता है, हेल्पलाइन का फ़ोन नहीं लगता है, मोबाइल का स्विच ऑफ किया हुआ है। ऐसे में इनकी परेशानी को कौन सुनेगा?
In fact, our correspondent Kamaljeet Kaur Sandhu just a short while back spoke with the Nepalese ambassador in India, Deep Kumar Upadhyay. Let's listen into the expectations of Nepal from India and what is the immediate need that they are expressing.
Reading under the impact of earthquake, Nepal is trying to put its act together. India is really reaching out to Nepal, trying to help them out. We have with us His Excellency Deep Kumar Upadhyay, the Ambassador of Nepal to India. Sir, it's been a long and arduous night. What sort of help has come in from India? What sort of help are you looking at? And what's the number, if you can talk about the numbers?
First of all, I would like to thank you for your concern. The last update of the government about the casualties is 1800 plus, and near about 4,000 to 5,000 there are the people who are in the medical treatment centers, most of centers, but you know there is the lack of the facilities in all the hospitals. All they are packed now, but they are trying their best to supply the minimum health facilities, because there is a problem with the...
So what is the first priority as far as citizens are concerned, and what sort of aid are you really looking from India? What sort of help have you already got, and what are you looking at?
We are very much thankful to the government of India, especially Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi ji. He took the initiative, and the first rescue team was from India, and I think they have made a very good preparation, and it is more aircrafts are reaching Kathmandu this morning, and we need first of all the rescue. The survivors may be within the I think the old buildings, most of the buildings, temples, they are getting the survivors also. Round the clock, under the night also, they worked very hard with the Nepali security personnel. That's right.
In this hour of crisis, we know that Nepal needs all the help that India can really offer, but there is a lot of concern regarding Indian citizens in Nepal, considering it is a tourist country, a lot of people from India, considering the close ties that countries have with each other, a lot of Indians stuck in Nepal. What is the numbers that you are aware of, and what sort of help will be given to Indians in Nepal?
Especially all the hotels, they have requested all the guests to come out of the hotel buildings, and they have kept them safely in the open grounds, maybe in the tents, in any kind of assistance they could provide. And that's why this is the one situation. But you know, there is a very large devastation in Kathmandu, not only in the valley of the Kathmandu, but other cities also are affected. That's why all the assessment is going on, and we need first of all the rescue team, the medical team, especially the mobile type of treatment hospital, mobile type of hospital medical teams. We need medical assistance, drinking waters, and all the logistics for this kind of devastation.
This is obviously an unprecedented crisis in Nepal. Do you think this entire thing will also test Nepal's ties with its neighbors, including India? Or you think the way India has already come forward and made that offer, you think it will lead to strengthening of ties between the two countries?
Of course, yes. The initiation was from Indian side, because Prime Minister Modi and the Home Minister Rajnath Singh ji, they called me also, and they shared their concern. And on their initiation, immediately emergency cabinet meeting was held here in Delhi, and all kind of preparation was, I think, ready. Otherwise, it would not be possible. How, in such a big way, in bigger scale, the Indian assistance is reaching Kathmandu. Some has reached and some is under process, and getting back return flights. Most of the needful Indians who may be needful, and the embassy in Kathmandu, Indian embassy in Kathmandu, they are coordinating. Our security personnel also, needful peoples are being evacuated from Kathmandu also.
One final question.
We'll continue with our coverage on the earthquake in Nepal, but right now we are slipping into a very quick break.